moving on because there are a few more. I'm not gonna go, the moment I go to 60, I'm not gonna do 66, 60, 72. Don't worry, it's 60 is the end. So just a few more, because now this whole thing will repeat one more time, but in a different perspective, in a different age. Again, we're gonna have the first square, then the opposition, then the second square, and then back to point one, point zero, how is it called? Second return at 60. So up to now, this was Saturn in the past. All of those processes in all of these ages require that we put behind our backs something. Put behind childhood, put behind different things. Now we need to learn in this second 30-year period, we need to live how to live in the present and actually act very with determination, with self-respect, with self-assurance, and actually create things in this life, things that we have chosen to create. They were not like in the first cycle, based on family, parents, and so on. In the first cycle of 30, we are conditioned by circumstances of one way or another. But after 30, we do what we decide to do. Well, at least that's expected, but not always happens. So what happens at around 36, 35, 36? This is 7 years after the return. That's the first square. That's, again, waxing square, they say. And here there are parallels to the ages 7 and 8, which was in the first cycle, that same square. Now, here, maybe you remember at 7, the children get their teeth, so they start literally chewing for themselves. Now, it's like we have to demonstrate to the world that we can chew the food of our own choices, if you can say so. Like, what we have decided to do at 30, we should have started from 30 to 36 to build something there, to create something there, like to have a real product of our action. And then whatever we have chosen, we can now deal with it. We have to prove to the world, which is why this is again a crisis of action. We have to prove to the world that what we chose actually works, and it's okay, and it's fine. Yeah, and it produces results in society. But many people, even up to that age, haven't broken the connections with parents and with those not very healthy connections, which stay with us sometimes until very, very late in life, and they prevent us from following our own path. A very acute sense of empty spaces appears at that age. We have become productive, but we want to fill those spaces either with people or with material possessions. We start buying property, we start collecting material goods and thinking that they give us a sense of foundation and rootedness, but actually it's a bit of an illusion. It's all within us. If we don't do what we have to do, none of these things are going to replace it. And but this is the reason why many people start accumulating unneeded stuff and possessions in that age. So again, there may be a feeling of isolation because probably the path that we chose wasn't approved of by the family, the parents. We have to stand up for it, and that may isolate us. And another important thing here is that this is the first age where we become aware of physical age, that things are changing in the body, that we're not as strong as we were, that we can't put ourselves into so much trouble without expecting there to be any result. And for a woman, this is a very critical age, because at 36, 37, the women, and we're all women, this is the last quarter of fertility, where this is the last chance of having children, or if you already have a few, this is the last chance to have your one more, basically. And that's, for some people, is not such a big tragedy, but for many, that's a very, very critical moment, and psychologically more than anything else. Okay, I think you get the picture here. I'll move on to the next.